because we sinned against the Lord. First, the Persian Empire, the Greek Empire, and he re-going into the Roman Empire.
And verse 68,
right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Eden.
Fulfill this prophecy,
right?
Right? Our forefathers, the so-called Negroes, right? And even the so-called Latino tribes in South, Central, and North America fulfilled this prophecy. We went into slavery by ships. That's one of the major ways how we can identify who we are as a people. Right now, if you even speak to the Maroons, right, that live in certain parts of Jamaica, and you ask them, what is them lineage? They will tell you that they are Israelites. If you travel, right, to Fort Judah or Fort Benjamin, talk to the Ghanaians, talk to the Ashanti tribe, right, and the Nigerians and all the people over there in the west and north coast of Africa. The elders of the villages will tell you, we are Israelites. We don't want to interrupt it. They will tell you, the elders will tell you, we are Israelites. If you do your research, you will see that the Israelites fled Jerusalem when the Romans burned it down. They fled into the interior parts of Africa, mainly the northern part and the western part. And we started civilizations like Mali, Ghana, Timbuktu, Sierra Leone, as the brother said, right? And we took on what they call the Muslim religion, right? And we prospered, right? Until we fell, right? We fell in the time of the Renaissance, when the so-called white man had his rebirth, who actually helped to sell us into slavery. Yo. That's why people have got misconception. They say Africans sell Africans to slavery. No, right? The true Africans that were there, the Hamites, the Canaanites, knew the difference between us and them. And we were captured and sold over here to fulfill what? Prophecies, yo. Right. Right? So what we're telling you now, right, is your true identity. Tell you that now is the time to leave this place. Now is the time we're going to be delivered. We are not Jamaicans, we are not West Indians, we are not Africans nor Negroes. We are Hebrew Israelites, sons and daughters of the living God. We ourselves are gods. Yes. Right? The scripture telling us.
So when you ask,
this is Joel.
Read Joel 3.
This is Joel 3.
This you can ask the question. What?
This is Joel 3:3. And they have cast lots for my people, right, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink.
Right, because the slaves, right, were traded for what? Wine, molasses, and these different things, yo. Gunpowder, right? So they said they sold a girl for wine that they might drink, yo.
Yeah, if you know
right?
about action black, I watch slave movies. Scripture give you basically scripture give you a prophesy so that happened to you. Finish up verse 4. Yea, and what have you to do with me? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because you have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
You have a monument over there in, I believe it's in Italy, what they call the Ark of Titus, right? That commemorated the victory of the Roman Empire over Jerusalem. And in the Ark of Titus, there are sculptures to show the Roman soldiers carrying our temple treasures from the temple in Jerusalem over to Rome. That actually fulfilled that prophecy. To say they have carried into their houses our goodly, pleasant things. Right? Finish up.
Verse 6. The children also of Judah, right, and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
Right, which are the so-called white men. Right, the Edomites. That is their true nationality, right?
That he might remove them far from their border.
Right.
Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your head.
We are being raised up out of the place where we were scattered. Now we're coming back to our true nationality, our true heritage. Right? Believe it or not, our inheritance is to rule the other nation. It's to be gods over the other nation. The problem is that we sin. Right? We have become imperfect. We have fallen short. Right? You have a question from a long time. Ask your question now.
You said that all people come from Adam and Eve.
So get us now a second answer. Yeah?
How much son Adam have?
Adam have 2 sons.
Good. And one kill one.
Yeah.
And what happened to the other one?
He went and founded a city.
And what happened?
I mean, what happened? You have descendants.
You find our wife.
Yeah.
Lord God.
Read Genesis 5 verse 1.
And all sleep on for Adam.
Hold on. We are in the order, bro.
You not follow.
Pass my. Don't worry. Right?
The book of the generations of Adam. Created them and blessed them and
Adam. There was a people also called Adam. And we're going to explain on that a little bit more. Right, dark saying, well, we're going to clear it up a little bit. Read Ezekiel chapter 31 for me, please. Right? So we're going to show you how is it possible that Cain left and get a wife, founded a city and have descendants. Even though he's supposed to be the only man there with his brother and his parents. I'm going to show you. Right? Go on. Ezekiel 31.
Right, this is Ezekiel 31 and 1. And it came to pass in the 11th year, in the 3rd month, in the 1st day of the month, that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and to his multitude, whom art thou like in thy greatness. Behold, the Assyrian was a cedar in Lebanon, and fair branches, and with a shadowing.
You're missing the point. So it compare Pharaoh to an Assyrian. And he said the Assyrian was like a cedar in Lebanon. What's cedar? Cedar is a tree, don't it? So he was comparing the king of Assyria to a cedar in Lebanon, an actual tree. Continue.
With fair branches, and with shadowing shroud, and of an high stature.
Right.
And his top was among the thick bones, waters on high, with her rivers running round about.
So it describes the Assyrian Empire as a tree. Thick bows, rivers round about. So it describes it, you know, as the Assyrian Empire. Continue.
And he sent out her little rivers into all the trees of the field.
Right.
Therefore, his height was excelled above all the trees of the field, and his boughs were multiplied, and of heaven made their nest in his broad, and under his branches did all the beasts of the field brought forth their young.
So if the tree is not a literal tree, we're not talking about, it's a nation. What you think he described as the animals and the fowls with them nests on them branches? Other people. Because when the Assyrian Empire ruled, it was large. And other nations came onto it and gave it tribute. Right? So that is how they describe. They're going into more details though. Continue. Hold on, make him finish up. Go on.
And under his shadow dwelt all great nations.
Hear that? So he clarified, under his shadow dwelt all great nations. So the beasts and the fowls and them things that we say live under that shadow. We're actually talking about people. Continue.
He said, thus was he fair in his greatness, in the length of his branches, for his root was by great waters. The cedars in the garden of Yahweh could not
read verbatim.
Alright. The cedars in the garden of God could not hide him.
Hear that? He said the cedars in the garden of God could not hide him. Continue reading.
He said the fir trees were not like his boughs.
Right.
And the chestnut trees were not like his branches.
Right.
Nor any tree in the garden of God was like unto him in his beauty.
So, what this explain is that in that garden of God, the same garden of Eden where the Lord put Adam to dress and to keep it, those trees where they talk about were not literal trees. The animals where they talk about were not literal animals. That's what Ezekiel 31 explained to you. Right? It explained, starting with the Assyrian Empire, that there was a big, beautiful tree. And he said no other trees in the garden of God was like the Assyrian in its beauty. Showing you that the garden of God, where it speak about, was actually people. So that's where Cain went and find his wife and him.
Mark 8 and verse 23, and he took the blind man by the hand and led him out of the town, and when he had spit on his eyes and put his hands upon him, he asked him if he saw aught. And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking. After that he put his hands again upon his eyes and made him look up, and he was restored and saw every man clearly.
So you see that? Him say, I saw men as trees walking. Right? So it's showing you that Genesis is written in an allegory. It's a kind of a poem. Right? It's all a poem. You understand? So Cain never, Adam and Eve and Cain were the only one. You see me? Right? You have a question, yes or no?
Yeah, I noticed you did show a thing there, what, ship, right?
Yeah.
Who said it was ship that the slave come in?
Who said it was ship?
Yeah.
This ship. This ship and the Bible.
And they never walk.
How you did they reach?
Suppose I tell you that, what would you say?
Tell them what?
Boat.
Both? Both what?
Yeah, that big is not a ship. It's a
Boat?
boat. Yeah, big boat.
So what difference?
Yeah? No, ship is different from.
A big boat.
Alright, you know why we say that?
Why is that?
I just come back from Castle El Nino. You know where that is?
No.
It's in Africa, in Ghana, Cape Coast. Have you ever been there yet?
No.
I see before.
Huh?
See before. We watch documentaries.
Alright, you see, but I've been there and go where.
But even the people there tell you that ships came and take them.
It is documented.
Right.
If you go into Castle El Nino, right, you will see it right down. And there are replicas of the boat, them smaller ones, that them get into. It's not a ship, right? Always remember that.
So that's what you want to bring out? That maybe it was a smaller vessel, but it's the same effect.
No, the ship, the ship business don't work.
No, this is the definition.
So the big ship never did it.
Africa. All of them, right? In Africa.
So these images are incorrect.
But
are these images incorrect?
Right? Yeah, the image, right? But the name, right?
No, but what's the
is
definition? What
incorrect.
does the word ship mean?
Huh?
What does the word ship mean?
Alright. Ship mean is a big vessel with engine, steam engine.
Carry the definition. The definition for ship is a large boat used for traveling a long distance.
They don't use the name, right? In Castle El Nino.
But brother, it's the same thing. Right? So it's the same thing, brother.
Yeah?
It's the same thing. A ship is a big boat.
Right?
Before engines existed, you still have ship.
Them boat is a boat. Them don't use the name boat, right?
Let's use the name ship.
That means ship, they don't
But
use
it's the
it.
same thing.
We talk different languages.
Right?
Remember, so we talk different languages.
Huh? Europeans.
The priest of
And I hear you say something, which is, when I just go there, the first time I go there, right? And from I enter, them say, look, you're a Ghanaian, right? You know, when we realize certain things, it's when we leave from there and go to a place, 15 hours drive to go to Aflans and then a place, and go to a place named Timali where you have the Kumba tribe. And when you go there, you learn one whole heap of things.
Right.
You understand? We're glad if you could go there and then you will come back and tell
Did you hear any of the elders tell you that they are descended from Israel? They are Israelites?
Yeah.
Tell you, don't they?
Yeah. And I can show you on my phone,
Right.
the people them and how they look,
Right.
and play drum. And they surprised, right? When them ask me if me want to play, and when me play what they are playing.
Right.
Search, because I make drums, right? Nobody don't teach me, and it says, it is in the blood of every Ghanaian to make djembe drums, right? I would happy if all of you here, if you never be.
And other.
Those slaves, all that, they're also in Morocco too.
Right.
The same thing
Morocco,
that we see, them in Morocco, Ivory Coast, and
Sierra Leone.
But yeah, you have a place in on the west coast of Africa where they call the Baita Benin. Same thing. But even the people there, they tell you that the ship, they tell you that the ships come for the slaves that were in the holes. One of them catch and have them locked in the holes. And well, I want to bring out a process. They turn me 28 and 60, 28 and 68.
Right.
68. 68, man, you read 64 first.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Shall bring me into Egypt again with ships.
All right, so we were delivered or transferred over here, and wherever in the Caribbean or the West to Europe.
The Moors of Spain, the Moors of Portugal.
Well, Africans start to even travel to England before anybody.
No, they weren't African, they were Israelites. The Negroes that ruled Europe, Israelites. Right?
Thou shalt see.
So the men that bought us, they said we're sold unto our enemies. So obviously then we can identify our enemies. So-called European, the Caucasian man is our enemy. Right? And we see that throughout slavery. And we see that even that racism exists here. Right?
About 3 and verse 8, it said, Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our forefathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
Right, so it's important to understand why we're in the predicament that we are today. Is it we keep these laws, right, and be my people, but we sin, right? So now we subject to payments, right?
Hear Israel, the commandments of life,
right?
Give ear to understanding, to understand wisdom. How happeneth it defile with the dead?
Right. So now we are in our enemy's land, defile with the dead, defile with all different kind of food, defile with all kind of philosophy, right? Different types of so-called religion, right? Our people are caught up in Christianity, believing in this image, where this image is not biblical. People caught up in being Muslims, right? People caught up in adultery, right? Right now adultery, right, which is pretty much when a man sleep with a woman that belongs to a next man, or when a woman sleep with a man that's not her husband, that's adultery. And that is glorified in today's society. We sing songs about it, right? We big up a man when a man can sex a next man woman. You see me? Not knowing that that is wickedness. Yes. Not knowing that when you do that, you're destroying yourself. Right? When you put your rod where next man regularly put theme rod, you take into yourself his cells, yo. Right? Destroying yourself spiritually and physically, yo. The woman, not knowing that when she take multiple partners, right, she open herself to infections, all different kind of bacterial infections, yo. Right? All these different things our people doing, destroying themselves, not knowing that they are not meant to do these things. We eat pork, we eat crab, shrimp, lobster, all these different kind of unclean food, right? Being savages, yo, as the brother say, yo. Right? When the scripture teach you the right way, the clean way, yo. So what we come to tell people is that you are the true Israelites. Right? There's a certain standard that we are expected to abide by. Right? Right?
Alright, so Micah 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
So this Jamaica land we love is not our rest. We don't love this land. Jamaica will not see another 50 years or 30 years in prosperity, where you want to call it. No. And right?
Because this Jamaica land, it says, you know, the enemy land.
Right.
The land Jamaica is owned by the Queen, yo. This is not your land. You're not a owner of anything here. Right? When a state of emergency pass, basically, them can take anything away from you because you don't really own it. There's a whole land upon it for the state, yo. Right?
Go on.
Right? It says, arise and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
Right, this land is polluted, yo. Right, if you look at it, right now, homosexuality is on the rise. Yes. It's normalized, and not just normalized, but it's pushed. Right? A gay brethren have more rights than you. If you work in an environment, right, where homosexuals are accepted, and you discriminate against that homosexual in any way, you are fired, right? And you can also be sued for sexual discrimination, right? That's the society we live in, right? Our hate speech, right? We live in a society seeing where Bacchanal and Carnival seeing are praised, yo, right? And when people don't know the history, right, of Bacchanal and Carnival, not knowing that Bacchanal, right, is an ancient Roman and Greek custom, right, to celebrate the Roman god Bacchus, right, the Greek god Bacchus, right, Roman god Bacchus, right, which is the god of wine and revelry, right. When the Romans kept the feast of Bacchus, right, them have orgies in the streets, yo, right, and that's exactly what people do right now, right. When them have them carnival march, the girls go out pretty much naked. A man walk back at them, shoot something aside, and do him thing, come in her, she drop sideways and she just wipe out and she go again, yo.
Yeah,
right?
A lot of baby will get a lot of abortion will get done.
Right.
Done from like, you know, back from
Carnival
carnivals.
right.
Things go up my carnivals, then get pregnant and them have to
As the brother said, them all give out condoms at carnival, yo, because they know the things them will exist, yo. It's a walking orgy party, and our people subscribe to that, and them love it, yo. Right? So this is a polluted land. Right? This is not for our benefit, yo. This is not how we're supposed to be living as gods. Right? As the scripture says, we are gods, yo. What?
We shall die like men.
Right.
Because we at a mortal stage. That you see that God-like state that we were at, the Most High say we shall die like men because guess what? We sin. And what the word sin mean? It mean a transgression of the law. Ask them Christians they what sin is. Saying them can't tell you. Them just tell us, oh, you sin, God I go judge you if you sin. But sin is the transgression of the law. And when we sin, we fall from grace and we fall into mortality, man. See? Where we can feel pain, we dying. Our statue also, because keep tell about our statue. We were more larger, man. The wages of sin is death. We dying. So there's a brother quote the precept saying for the wages of sin is death.
So you have certain illnesses that plague our people.
Exactly.
You know, diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure, all these different things. Right? Yeah, you go right back in the curses, because curses tell you that, you know, you're going to bring all the plagues of Egypt. Right?
So Jeremiah 17 and verse 4, he said, and thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage that I have gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled fire again in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Right. When our people live in the politicians, right, we collect certain special lumber, right, to make buildings and them thing there, right. It tell you about the floors make out of pure marble, right, the different gemstones that make up the house of the Lord and them thing there, right. Our people were glorified, right, above all nations, yo. Every nation used to come and give a tribute, right. That's what we're going to be again, yo. If you want to read Isaiah 60 or 61, you know, the glorification of our people, right. This is what we're coming to tell our people, yo. The time, right, will come where our people will be delivered, yo, and glorified once more, right. But there's a time of trouble where we have to pass through before that, yo.
Restoration, for restoration.
Right? Gone, right, brother. 60. Isaiah 60.
Alright, Isaiah 60 verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come.
Right, the light that the scripture talk about is the truth. Right? The understanding of the truth. What?
And the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people.
Right. When the scripture speak about darkness, it speak about a lack of understanding. Right. People lacking understanding. They don't know who they are. Right? They don't know the lineage. They don't know what is right from wrong. Right? Really and truly. We're walking on in darkness. Right now, our people are addicted to social media. Right? On a really, really high level. Right? You see me, you have some people that just can't do without them phone, them kids when you take on them phone too long. Right? Them not know themselves except through the filter them when them upload them picture them through you. Right? That's the only lens them see the world through you. So whatever is trending, whatever is popular is what them think. Right? So when people walking on in darkness, not knowing who they are, not knowing where they're going. Right? What?
But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory
state that we once were, to an even more glorified state if we have fallen off so much, right, and been cast off as a people, lost, right, degenerate, fallen from ancestral quality. How we're going to go back to where we were, right? That's where the Messiah came in, yo, right? The Messiah came in as a way for us to be reconciled or being brought back into harmony.
And redeem his people, and had raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David.
Right, so the Lord raised up an horn of salvation for Israel, right, through the lineage of David, and that horn of salvation is Yahushua, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus. Right, his name is Yahushua, meaning he is the deliverer. Why? Because he will deliver his people, yo, right, from the sins and from the death that we're living in, yo. Right, go on.
As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets,
right,
shall be mercies promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant, the oath which he swore to our father Abraham.
Right, go on.
that he would grant unto us that we be delivered out of the hand of our enemies might serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life.
Right, so Yahushua, right, which the world ignorantly call Jesus, Son of the Heavenly Father, the Messiah, right, is our way back into that righteous path, yo. Right, to him, right, we get access to the light. To him, we get access to the knowledge, to repentance, to grace, to mercy, right? So that we can once again become a nation that is empowered, become a nation that is righteous, right? Go back to Isaiah 60, brother.
And the Gentiles, Isaiah 60 verse 3, sorry. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light,
right?
And kings to the brightness of thy rising.
Right.
Lift up thine eyes round about and see all they gather themselves together. They come to thee. Thy sons shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy sight. Then shalt thou see and flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The force of the Gentiles shall come unto thee.
Right. So all of the riches and the power, right, of the Gentiles are going to belong to we, yo. Right? Once again, we are going to be the top nation, and that are going to be eternally, yo. It's not going to be possible again for we sin, right, and go against the Heavenly Father, yo, and be brought down again. Right? Read Hebrews chapter 8, verse 7, and then you can read 61 and 1 and down. One very blessing again. Right? Hebrews chapter 8, verse 7. Right? So we'll read the New Covenant. Where the Christians love talking about the New Testament. This is who the New Testament or the New Covenant was made with. One.
This is Hebrews 8 verse 7. It says, for if the first covenant had been faultless, right, then should no place have been sought for the second.
Right. So the first covenant, right, was made with between the Lord and Israel, right, in the wilderness, yo. And Moses was the mediator. Moses read all 613 laws to the children of Israel, right, and they agreed and say we will do thus, right, and Moses slayed some animals, sprinkled some blood upon the laws, sprinkled some blood upon the people, and said this is the blood of the covenant joining between you and Heavenly Father. That was the first covenant. We broke that contract, we broke that that agreement, because we sinned. As soon as we reached the land, right, we started to serve the other gods in the land, right? Before we reached the land, you can't, right? So we fell short, right? So now we have a new covenant, right? And the new covenant was shed under the blood of Yahushua, right? The Messiah, a perfect sacrifice, right? One.
So for finding fault with them,
right,
he said, behold, the days will come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
So this is who we made the new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not with the entire world. People misinterpret the Bible to think that the Gentiles written in the New Testament are speaking about the entire world. The whole scriptures is talking about a relationship between a chosen line of people and the Creator. Right? That chosen line started with Adam, and it was passed on to Abel, who was slain but replaced by Seth. And then through Seth, the righteous line continued, right, to righteous men like Methuselah, Enoch, Lamech, Noah, right, going down to Shem or Faxad, right, all these different men going right down to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, right. This is a righteous line that the Lord chose from out all the other nations, yo, right, and said, Israel is my portion, Israel belongs to me, Israel is my son, right, because before the earth was even made, right, we belong to the Heavenly Father, yo. We're not normal men, right, even though right now we're living as men in fleshly bodies. The only reason why we're living like this is because we've sinned, yo, right? Our forefathers were godlike. When David went to war, he slayed thousands of men, yo, right? Thousands of men. There was a general in David's army, where the scripture said when him swinging spear, he killed 800 men, yo, right? We were gods at one point, yo. But what? Give me Isaiah Psalm 82 verse 6.
This is Psalm chapter 82 and verse 6.
Right?
I have said, ye are gods.
This is David speaking, yo. One.
And all of you are children of the Most High.
So he said to the children of Israel, I have said you are gods, and all of you are children of the Heavenly Father. Think about that, yo. Right? We are gods. We're not normal like the other nation, yo. Right? So why are we on the low? because we've sinned, yo, we'll go against the power. Right? And that's a right show of the Bible that happen, yo. Every time we disagree and go against the Heavenly Father, we sin against the Heavenly Father, that nations conquer it. But whenever we were on his side, we do the righteous thing, we do the right thing, right? Even angels come down and fight our battles, yo. Mighty angels, right?
This time the scripture say your Michael gonna stand up this time, so angel will come back to fight in people.
Right. So we are gonna be as the angels, yo.
Yeah, mainly the elect.
Men, yo.
You know, mainly the elect because we out here not for everybody.
Right.
We out here for the elect, you know, that I want important thing where people have to make known.
That's right.
Alright, because the Heavenly Father have a chosen amount of people who are about to be delivered from this destruction that is coming upon this society.
Right.
So one of the duties, just to make it short, we are out here to declare to you the prophecies that are coming to pass, the mark of the beast, which is RFID microchip. When you hear about the NIDS, that is what it is going into. The NIDS is leading right into the mark of the beast, if you ever hear about that. That is a Jamaica system of Jamaica implement. Then? Yeah. So this is a major part of world prophecy, because the ID system is not only Jamaica trying to implement a national ID. The world that try to implement a national ID. You have the ID for Africa. You have the Estonian ID. Then look it up, man. Look it up. Everybody that try to implement a national ID with biometrics, digital ID. Then because guess what? The world right now consolidates information about every individual. To do what? To put on a chip, man. Then because you have a thing when they call the blockchain. Then the blockchain is what going to contain all the information monitored by AI. Then they're going to know that your exact whereabouts. Then they might be able to track you, man, wherever you go. Your bank account won't be on it. See? So it's all about the prophecies that are coming upon the earth and coming upon the world, and all you people can prepare for what is coming, man. See? One.
This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15. 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
You have some say the mark of the beast is an embargo. Some say it's a philosophy. Some say Sunday worship. Some say everything except what is actually taking place in the world. The RFID microchip. Where's the image? This image right here, man. This is a biometric. This is a picture in Spain. This is about in the world. Then some can go into the word mark. Read it again, huh?
This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16, and he causeth all in their foreheads.
So no matter what status you is, no matter if you're rich, no matter if you're poor, small or great, big woman or little picnic, the elite, the agenda for these elite men is to chip every single individual upon the face of the earth. So the word mark, to show you that it is something that will go underneath the skin. The Bible first written in Hebrew, then Greek. So we're going to the Greek word for the word mark here.
That is a stamp, a graven mark.
A mark.
Or a stake.
Hey, you know what a pillar or stake is? A pillar or stake is a sharp edge.
The ring, that's the peel.
Yeah, this is the peel. Alright, that is a sharp edge instrument that is going to be used to put the chip underneath the skin.
Right. It's from Carasso to sharpen to a point.
Yep.
Right? And then the root of that now is a grapho, which means to write.
Then, brother, wants some?
You bring up a good point. When I really find out where Google and them things that come by, NSA and CIA have a hand to do that, enough of them things. Exactly. When you go to the research,
it's actually taking place in the world. The brother mentioned Sweden. If you want to go further, you have Estonia, you have India. Then Canada. Hey, you have India right now. Cash is useless in India. The people them hold up them cash unless they see there. You don't have no use. Because guess what? A digital economy is being created. And that is what the Jamaican government is pushing for right now, man. That's why you have the NIDS.
when you Andrew when it's already the same.
Yep.
So you want a digital economy because the world is going that way and you don't want Jamaica to get left behind.
Hey, right. And right now Jamaica is behind. Then and they are trying to push harder by getting loans. Then them shoot down the NIDS bill there, but guess what? We didn't know. We didn't know South Africa come back up in the news.
They might put it back, they might plan to push it back to Parliament.
Yep.
Or if you get a vote on it in March again.
Yep.
So they might amend it already.
Yep.
They might push it back to the courts here.
Yes, so then
pass kind of for them win.
Exactly. That is an important point. Jamaica is not the one implementing the NIDS. It's not Jamaica idea. Then this is a UN idea. This is a UN agenda. Alright? When you talk about sustainable development, when you hear government talk about Vision 2030 and sustainable development, it's not Jamaica idea. This is UN agenda.
UN sustainable agenda
Right.
development goals, agenda 2030. Right. Goal 16 on sustainable development. Tell you about having a digital identity. Everybody out, they have a thing what them call ID 2020, seeing which pretty much that organization, the whole aim of the organization is to get everybody a digital identity. Right now, even Microsoft and certain other companies are pushed to stop use passwords to identify yourself, but use biometrics instead, or your cell phone. Right? Because your cell phone already contains certain biometric information, you have your social media usage, your payment information, so that's one step closer to taking it from the phone to your actual chip, right? You have a thing what they call a digital footprint, right, or a digital personality profile that is created about you. Right now, simply, right, your social media profile, right, create a personality profile about you. You have a question, sir?
In accordance to what you guys are saying, what does a chip have to do with worship?
Come again?
In accordance
That's what the Greek word means. To reverence or give homage. Right? Exactly. To the system.
What system?
Right? The beast is talking about a system. Right? Come again?
And who is the beast?
The beast is NATO.
Is that so?
Right? NATO.
The beast is not Vatican.
NATO and UN.
That's right.
Form the beast. Right? The world system that you currently live in that push a certain agenda is the beast.
According to John, did NATO at any time receive a deadly wound?
Where we find it, Roman Empire.
Brother, you have to understand, right? The people that form NATO exist. Hold on, I'll explain to you.
NATO is the beast.
We're going to explain it to you. We're going to explain it to you, sir. The people that formed NATO did not exist just when NATO started. They existed before under different names, right? The people ruling the world right now, whether or not you believe it, the so-called Caucasian or European man that now has the foothold in power, right? Those men were the men who ruled in the Roman and Greek Empire, right? So the beast existed first as a Roman Empire, and that's the one that was wounded.
So what you're actually saying is that the people here believe that what received a deadly wound was a fragmented kind of system that NATO bred out of.
Right, the Roman system.
Not originally NATO.
Right, the Roman system.
Because the likes you can't spread for everybody. One person is not so. Number one, we must always ask ourselves. We must always ask ourselves, what is this great controversy between Christ and Satan? What is this great controversy?
There's no controversy.
Also, God has no problem with Satan and sin. That's
God
what you're
created
saying.
Satan.
God created Lucifer.
No.
That is what the Bible
Lucifer
says.
is not Satan.
Please.
Let me explain something,
let us
sir.
Look, hold on, sir.
Hold on. You're using words. Can I have something you are using words that you don't yet understand.
No.
What does the word Lucifer mean?
Ezekiel.
What does the word Lucifer mean?
Isaiah chapter 14.
What does the word Lucifer mean?
The text tells you
Isaiah
that
14.
God created.
Hold on.
God created.
Isaiah 14.
God created Lucifer.
Listen, brother.
The bright
hold on.
and morning star. Is that not so?
Listen, brother.
No.
Hold on. Calm down.
Again.
No, we don't want that. We have to clarify. We have to clarify before we go further. Because you're saying that Satan and Lucifer are the same person.
I am saying.
Hold on, brother. Hold on, man.
Let me clarify.
We have to clarify.
Listen to the question.
So let me
what is Lucifer?
Not a what.
What does Lucifer mean?
What does
Number
it mean?
one, the issue here is that you guys, with all love coming out of my heart, You don't quite understand what sin is.
Brother,
And
you
you
don't
don't quite understand
you don't
what
answer
sin
the question.
does to an entity. Number one, to those here and to those who are listening otherwise, sin is a choice of action.
What does
It's a choice of action
Brother,
that
brother,
is catapulted by the use
hold on,
of the
sir.
free will.
Right? Because I know you alone are listening. We have a live stream going on. We have other people listening. You are saying a lot of things that is erroneous and not correct. You are saying, hold on, brother, hold on, man, you know, listen, hold on, brother, hold on, brother, Virgin, hold on. We are going to go to it. We are going to go to it. Right. Now, we asked you before, about 50 million times, you never listen. What does the word Lucifer mean? The word Lucifer is actually a Latin word, right? It's a title. It's from Lux and Ferrere.
What does it mean?
Hold on, no? Lux, brother, listen, no, man. It's nothing. Hold on. Calm down. We're going to the Greek, you know. Trust me, we are going to the Greek. We're going to go to the Greek. In the Latin, it is, can we tell you where Lucifer comes from, the word itself? Lucifer comes from Lux and Ferrere. Lux means light. Ferrere means to bring or carry. The word Lucifer literally means light bringing or day star. Hold on, you're going to look further. You say, what does it mean in the Greek? The Greek for Lucifer is Ios for us, which means day bringer or light bringer. Did you, meaning day bringer or light bringer, did you know that the scripture in 2 Peter refers to the Messiah as Lucifer and a day bringer?
Is that in line with what Ezekiel and Isaiah say?
Brother, you hear me just say a while ago?
No, everything is in
You hear me just say a while ago? Brother, listen to me now. Listen to me. What I'm showing you is that. Brother, listen to man, oh gosh, man. The word Lucifer is simply a title that means light bringer. It means anybody that has wisdom. That's what it means. It's not talking about one specific man. We're going to talk about now Lucifer. We are talking about Isaiah 14. We're going to read it. Right? Read from verse 1. Yeah, man, from 1, man. So we have the context. You see me? And the contigene and the exegene and all that. Alright, go on the road.
I said Isaiah 14 and verse 1.
Right.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
Question, has this prophecy been fulfilled?
That is not the point of the argument.
Brother, we're going into it now. This is the book, the chapter that the argument is in now. Anyway, the prophecy is not fulfilled yet. Continue.
Right.
No, we can't read just one verse.
And the stranger shall be joined with them,
Right.
and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob,
Right.
and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall be and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
So the whole chapter starts with the prophecy that Israel will be liberated, receive mercy, set back in their own land and rule over the other nations. Right? That's what the scripture says now. It will go take them captives whose captives take up this prophecy, the king of
city, seas.
No, the gum great, right? Right? Babylon right now is America. Right now, even in Hollywood, to the entrance of Hollywood, you have certain Babylonian structures were set up, were pay homage to the Babylonian gods. Right? A lot of people don't know that. Right? The word Babel means confusion. America is the land of confusion. Hold on, brother. No, we're explaining it. Go on.
Verse 5. The Lord had broken the staff of the wicked,
right,
and the scepter of the rulers.
Right.
He who smote the people in wrath.
So it's talk about a specific man, the king of Babylon again now.
Right.
He who smote the people in wrath. That same man there. Go on.
With a continual stroke.
Right.
He that rules the nations in anger.
Right.
Is persecuted and none indirect.
Right.
The world's earth is at rest and is quiet.
Right.
They break forth into singing. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee,
right,
and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come upon against us.
Right.
Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. Right.
right? Yes, a lower state.
I thought that was really asleep, according to Christ. Continue.
Don't worry about that. We're going to explain it, man.
Yes.
Go on.
It stirs up the dead for thee.
Right.
Even all the chief ones of the earth.
Right.
It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee,
right.
Art thou also become weak as we?
So right now the nations are right? Go on. So how art thou become as weak as we?
Right.
Go on.
Art thou become like unto us?
Right.
Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
Thy pride, go on.
Right. And the noise of thy voice. The worm is spread under thee.
Right.
And the worms cover thee. Oh, art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Oh, art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Who follow the story?
Right.
Who follow the words?
So from the beginning, it talk about who? The king of Babylon.
Right.
And hold on, we're not done it enough. We're not done it enough. He said, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? So he call him the bright and morning star. He call him the light bringer, the son of the morning.
Son of the morning.
Go on.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which this weaken the nation?
Right.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
Right.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Right.
He said, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Right. Which man you see upon the earth right now trying to be that? Trying to go into the heavens and establish his presence. Trying to be immortal. Right? We didn't finish it, you know. We have to clarify the whole thing, you know. What?
Them have this military force named Space Force. Where they might try to set up military weapons in a space.
Right, continue.
Says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Right.
I will be like the Most High.
Right.
Right. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
Right.
To the sides of the pit. They that seek thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
And say?
And consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Right. So Lucifer, when they speak about, is a man. It was talking about the king of Babylon. It gave him a title.
Can I say something now? I don't know, in all love and clarity, that if you, how far you guys have followed or tried to study the kind.
You know, say, I just not know, we just say a while ago. You know what you do now? You're sidestep.
I'm not sidestepping, give me a chance. With all due respect.
Yeah, man. You know what you do? There's a word for it now, it's called filibustering. Talking around the point.
Hold on, my brother. There is a principle in theology called prophetic symbolism. Prophetic what? Symbolism. Over there in Ezekiel, God says to Ezekiel, take up a proverb against the king of Tyre. And by the time you read, if you are reading in the kind of pattern that you're reading, you would have had Ezekiel saying, and we can look at Ezekiel, that really and truly the king of Tyre was in Eden.
The same,
that king of Tyre was actually 4,000, was actually 2,500.
No, you know what that tell us? You know what that tell us? We don't understand.
Which is what?
You know what that we don't understand? The people in the garden, the trees in the garden were people.
My brother,
that did I tell you?
You are running yourself amiss.
No, the trees in the garden were people.
Because you look like you actually take something when I said to you. When your eyes look like you're actually conjuring something.
So he's losing for the king of Babylon.
Didn't allow me to say a question. You stopped me when he was giving his
discourse. Go on the road.
With all due respect, all men act like men. Prophetic symbolism. Just like when Ezekiel, and luckily it is in the same Old Testament, and the book of the Bible says that the men of old speak not upon themselves, but the Holy Spirit move them. So we are dealing with one God giving a message, not a conjecturing. When you're seeing, when you look at that, ask yourself the question, if this is really a man, who are the stars of God?
Is there any part of the Bible? Is there any part of the Bible that specifically refers to Satan as Lucifer? Is there any part of the Bible that said God created Satan as... No. May I ask you the question? Is there any part of the Bible that refers to Satan as Lucifer, or that God created Lucifer to be an angel of light?
You know what?
Tell me.
You know what Isaiah says to all of you here? to make your lives better. I'm not a preacher. To make your lives better and it's easier for you. Isaiah himself tells you, can I get some silence here? Silence, man. The man's character profile allowed God to allow Ezekiel to say, take up a lamentation against him. And then utilize the man's character portfolio to say to Ezekiel, say, see him where Satan stay.
You know what you do?
Exactly what he said.
You know what you do? You're teaching the philosophies of men. And nothing about. You know what you do? You go to theology and learn something that is not of the scripture.
That Ezekiel is talking about the king of Tyre to be a man that was ever the guardian cherub in the
precept.
This is Proverbs.
Precept. Read the scripture.
Proverbs.
Relax yourself.
Proverbs 21. Proverbs 21.
And tell the people, whenever Lucifer, whenever the king of Tyre or any pope, any prelate, any prime minister, any governmental entity was ever the guardian cherub in heaven. Because Ezekiel tells you that Lucifer was the guardian cherub.
No, it was not. Scripture never said that.
Proverbs 21.
Brother, relax yourself.
21 and verse 30.
Right.
There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord. That's right.
We're going to read an example of of Satan, right, in action, and show you that Satan or the devil was created to do the will of the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
Whether or not you believe it. We're going to read an example from the scriptures. Go on.
This is 1 Kings 25.
22 verse 9.
22 and verse 19. And he said, hear thou therefore the words of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all earth of heaven.
When the prophet do a paint an image of what's going on, he said, I saw the Lord sitting on his throne. Go on.
Right. And all the earth of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, another said on that manner. And there came forth a spirit, and there came forth a spirit.
Not a man.
And there came forth a spirit,
right,
and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets.
Right.
And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also.
So this spirit come before the Lord and say, all right, me I go persuade Ahab to go and fall at Ramoth Gilead. How am I going to do it? Me I going to be a lying spirit in the mouth of his prophet. You know who was that spirit? Satan. Right? Come before the Lord and say, me I going to get the job done. Read the rest of the precept, brother. See what Rockman said.
Right. Now therefore, behold, the Lord had put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets.
Who do it? The Lord.
Read again.
Right.
Now therefore, behold, the Lord had put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets.
Right.
And the Lord has spoken evil concerning thee.
Right. Right. So any spirit that exists on the creation, in the creation, is in subjection to Heavenly Father. There is no, you can't have a God, right, that is supposed to be all powerful, but you have a creation, part-time creation. See, we just do anything we want, yo. You see me? And my Father's spirit. He's the Almighty, but you have a part-time creation we're going rogue. And he might try to stop it and can't stop it.
He's not Almighty.
Kind of rubbish that, yo. You see me? Get me Ezekiel 14 and 9.
14 and 9?
Yeah. And you can go to them one day.
14 and 9.
You see me? And we are going to another example. The Lord works. Satan, yo.
Ezekiel 14 and verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived when he has spoken a thing,
right,
I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet.
So if you have a prophet who has speak lie and he feels you're true, right? He said, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet.
Right?
You see me?
Right.
One?
And I will stretch out my hand upon him and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel.
So the Lord said, me I go deceive him, I go tell lie, and then me I go destroy him. Right? And what does the Lord say?
And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. Oh yeah, continue. It's there again. Right. And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. It says the punishment of the prophet
shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him, that the house of Israel may go no more astray from me.
It's what I'm doing. Him say, look here, me go deceive a prophet, me go make him tell lie, and some people are going to believe him, and me go make them believe him, and me go kill him, and me go kill the people that will believe him. Why? So the children of Israel may see it, know, and fear, and know that this is what happens when you go against the Heavenly Father. It's as simple as that. Him create both divide, the good and the bad. There is no way to experience life without experience both. You can't enjoy a meal if you never hungry first. You can't enjoy a drink if you never thirsty first. It's as simple as that, yo. You can't see an image without light and darkness working in tandem with each other. If you have light alone, you see nothing. If you have dark alone, you see nothing. But together, you see something. The Lord create evil and the Lord create good. It's as simple as that, yo.
Isaiah 45. It's a 2 Samuel 24 verse 1. And again the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he moved David against them to say, go number Israel and Judah.
So notice what he said. The Lord's anger was kindled against David, and the Lord moved David to number Israel. Go on.
Right.
So I read the same story, right, but in a different book. Go on.
This is 1 Chronicles 21 and verse 1. And Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David to number Israel.
Right. So the first account said the Lord moved David to number Israel. The second account said Satan stood up and provoked David to number Israel.
Right.
What that mean? The Lord is working as a henchman for Satan is working as a henchman for the Lord. Right? The Father of spirits control all spirits.
That's right.
Both the evil and the good. There is no part of his creation that is out of control, yo.
Right.
Right, Job a perfect example, yo. Go on.
This is Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7.
Read from verse 5.
Verse 5. I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God beside me.
Right.
I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness.
So that plain and to the point, yo, the Lord create evil and the Lord create good. Right? So Satan was never created to be good. Right? He was not some cherub, right? That was perfect and some choir master in the choir of heaven.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 33 and verse 14. Good is set against evil,
right,
and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another.
Right, so as scripture says, and the brother speaks basically, right? Good is set against evil. And I mean, you have to have people basically at the evil, and you have to have people at the good. No, the man who was created for the evil is the so-called white man. Right. If you look on him track record, you can't see that plain. You know what I mean? Just look on the record of the so-called white man. Right? There's no real good when him do. If you ever try some of the good, he might kill you. Look on 80 incident. Right? When 80 earthquake shook, you know. Right? If you don't know by now, everybody knows that the so-called white man do it. With technology like ARP, you know what I mean? Them can basically shake earthquake all over the place. You know what I mean? Right. So him goes to shake the earthquake, then do a send what them call him the American USAID, Red Cross. And you say, oh, them are going to help the people over there. What them do? Them bring cholera over there, and them also kidnap, human trafficking. Yes, them say, if you see the white man is a good person, then they're basically naive. You know what I mean? So, what the righteous people on earth, Israelites, they up on the sign. Bring the sign a little closer so them can see it over here. You know what I mean? Because this is the whole purpose out here for. We're out here to tell you that, look here. Our people out here, we are the real Israelites. Right. You know what I mean? And a time for we wake up and come back to our true identity and heritage. You know what I mean? I know the enemy, know the war that takes place right now because there's a spiritual war taking place right now. Right? The reason why you have certain things on TV at this time, Because the wicked are rule the earth and not every try to put it to mind. Give me a precept, bro.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right, the people that rule the earth right now, they are the wicked. When the wicked, Bible says also in Psalms, it said when the wicked bear rule. Are not God, God's son foreign, or God for it, the people of God. You know what I mean? Which is this is what? Basically commit idolatry. You know what I mean? That's what the meaning with them eye. Also the Israelites, we as people, we are the judges of the earth. Right, the earth was created for our sake, so we can rule it and judge it. When them say, yo, the real Israelites about some white people. When we read the Bible, it says we are basically of different heritage, of a special bird. Which means that we have different color, we have colored people. You know what I mean? Some are with darker than some. You know what I mean? But, bro.
If not, where and who is he?
So if the white man is not the wicked, then who is the wicked on the earth? Right?
Okay, if you see that statement here, where and who is he, is a bold statement, man.
Right.
It means it's obvious, man. To the amount of wickedness that man has done on the earth, man. Where and who is? Show me somebody else,
man. We can ask everybody out here right now, name a nation more wicked than the so-called white man. I'm going to go tit, when they call tit for tat, about things that them do. And so if you can prove it, yo.
Going once, going twice.
Right, as them say, somebody can confirm and say, yo, you can earth is so-called white man. Alright, that done?
The Psalms 12 and verse 8. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted.
Right, who is the vilest man on the earth? The man that rule the earth right now. That's why the wicked walk on every side. But man free to walk on the street more than even me and you. If they may say, less than the same. If they may say, if you want child molester, basically they must say, oh, maybe have some you know, basically them try to give some rights. They can live in a society, yo. No matter how wrong you can do, them give rights for it, yo. Right? They must when your schools and tell us, say, look here, alright, your sons. No matter your son say you look here, if you want to be a girl, you can be a girl. You know what I mean? Basically your gender is not based on how you're born. It's how you feel. So today you feel like you want to be a girl, today you're a girl. Tomorrow you're a boy again. Simple. Confusion, that's why the so-called man system, which is Babylon, which is America, is called Mr. Babylon the Great. Because it's just confusion, yo.
The scripture
you know
refers to it as a city of confusion.
Right? When America going to different countries, right? When them try to push them philosophy, basically, you're free to do whatever you want. You know what I mean? So other countries, I say, you look here, we can't live up for them laws here, because you know you turn woman against me. You know what I mean? You might never get a ton lean. Yeah. You see what I say?
But when them say so America, I tell them about a regime change.
Right.
You see?
So them going to these countries and them bring what? Violence. So someone give us a Micah 2:1. Right? We're going to some prophecies. Yeah. Micah 2:1. Because the ultimate thing we're going to take place on the earth, right, is that the earth is going to get burned. America mainly, I'll get burned with some nuclear destruction. You know what I mean? Right? Give Micah 2.
2 you want or 7?
1 and 2 verse 2 and 1.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Right. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon the...
Think about how to put in a more hell. Oh, y'all kind of different names. You know what I mean? When them now come out and tell us that you're the real Israelites, yo.
Yeah, when you check, when you check there's a thing where they call it the Georgia Guidestone. When you look on the Georgia Guidestone, them have a 10 commandment agenda. Right. And one of the commandments says the plan is to reduce the earth population below 500 million. Right. How much is the earth population now? 7.8 billion. Right. See? So imagine how much people them have to go kill to reach below 500 million. And the vast majority of our people, the people that are planning to get rid of the most is our people. Right. That's why in them constitution, if you never know, them call with 3/5 of a man. And they also call us useless eaters, right. If you didn't know that. So the agenda is to get rid of our people.
Yeah, you might want to sign. Yeah, man. Yeah, you don't know, brother. You don't know.
Yeah, man.
You don't know.
Yeah.
At some point the white man is a friend. Oh, never. Let me just say that.
A good white friend.
Yeah, you have a good white friend. And we can even carry the brother mention the brother mentioned how in the Heavenly Father heritage is a speckled bird. Because when we come over here in a slavery, there's a whole heap of intermarriage that took place. So our seed mixed up among everybody. We have people who look like Chinese. We have people who look like the East Indians. We have people who look like white people.
That's right.
See? But the seed is of our people. You understand? So it's not even say a black thing. We could get that out of the way.
Right.
See? Because we have our people who look like white people because white man have sex, black man have sex with a white woman. So the children coming out looking clearer and clearer every day. Alright? So it's all about the nationality, the seed. See? And I really Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin, yeah, them daddy go back to a so-called dark looking man. You understand? So when the scriptures say in heritage, most of the same heritage is a speckled bird, it means variation of colors. We have people mixed up everywhere, brother. Alright?
Right?
Continue.
Revelation 12 verse 12.
Right.
Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and he that dwell in them.
Right.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Right.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Right, so what takes place right now, there's a lot of laws being passed basically to suppress and basically to put in our oppress. Because really and truly, white man know him time about to end. You know why mainly? Because them still we are the prophets on the street. You see me? Yeah, can you say man?
Trump said something, man. Trump said something, I think a day before today. Today. I go to him say, how long? A couple days. Alright, so him say them need to get rid of the perennial ideas of doomsday prophets. Alright? Them need to get rid of that because when we out here and with the prophets like us, we are not alone. But we see we out here come on the Mandeville say we are prophesy. We are doing this for over 10 years. Worldwide. And we're not alone, this is worldwide. Right. Doing the same thing that we're doing. And the reason why we're out here is because we chant, you ever say you're chanting down Babylon? Right. We're actually chanting down Babylon. See? We're telling the so-called white man that his time is up. Right. And our time is next. Right. See? So when we tell him say skipper say read a while ago, the devil is come down unto you having great wrath because he knows him have a short time. Right. The so-called white man a plan to make a move from we. See, him know who rise you up, man. You know a part of the you ever look it up. Right. You ever think when them call the red and blue list, what name?
Red, yellow, blue list.
Red, yellow, blue list. You ever think when them call the Project Megiddo? Yeah. Where the next one name? King Alfred plan. Upon them lists, when them have as terrorists, them have us as terrorists, man. Right. Them have a number 4 on the list.
Right. What we doing as the call terrorists? Reading the Bible, yo. Right.
What we the ignorant fool were there so a while ago, probably they on the list to you.
But first and foremost, when you believe not any doomsdays, whatever them classify as a terrorist.
Yeah. I think it's a mistake. Why them take out certain book out of the Bible in a slavery, and why them not even the one we're reading on at all. You think say are they one coincidence? Remember this argument or doctrine out there say a white man do a Bible. You know say eventually without get weird punish. You know when do? You put a story to it and say this is the story. That's why most people them tell you things we don't in the Bible and say they're in the Bible.
Like say, yeah, like Christianity, man.
Yeah, like children have been killed.
Yeah, Christianity is one of the biggest spells for our people, man. It's one of the biggest spells that is cast upon our people. One of the biggest deception, one of the biggest things we have our people down, man. We have our people in a dark side state because them come out and them have them groves or them church set up, which is an idol temple. See? Because them worship the temple more than them worship the temple. Alright, as the scripture says, wood and stone, them have as them God. See? So when Christianity get invented, Christianity was invented to keep our people down, man. Right. It's what they call plantation Christianity. Right. We get to God is all love. Here we out here we show the contrary. Right. So your God, him love and him hate too, man. That's right. And him have some people him hate, and him hate people with the wickedness, man. Right. Then and that's why the Mosai when him think Mosai now come back. We out here because we are ushering the time of the Mosai, man. That's right. We are telling us the Heavenly Father come back, and when him come back, he might come kill people, man. Right. See?
Let's get straight to the point. Right. This is Isaiah 65, 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his hunger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Right, the Bible said the most I angry. I'm going to come back with basically vengeance, I'm going to come with anger. I'm going to come for basically plead with all flesh. So all who know, yeah, you can continue.
It says, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Right, so the Bible also says, it said, broad is the way to what? Destruction. Now is the way to life. Look out here, so much people say right there, I preach the word we are preach. Few. Look out this, no? The mass. You see me? The mass going to get put to death terribly because time will come, you got to have famine, you got to have pestilence, you got to have World War III basically take place on the earth, and people are going to lose it, people are going to wonder what happened. Because I said, World War III come, man. The World War, nobody not fight no war, man. You see me?
What over there, son, have nothing to do with it. That's how we over there, son.
Them laugh for me.
Yeah, them laugh, they make memes. They make memes and make joke about World War III and what Trump do. And what Trump assassinate the Iranian general. And they make memes about it and them laugh. But this is the thing, they don't understand the seriousness of what take place. But as we always say, all is fun and games until the food get taken away.
That's right.
See? Because the food, the most I go remove the food. We'll get all of them precepts because the most I say must send them thing for amendment. What is amendment? For change, for correction. See? Because people refuse to listen, man.
That's right.
Yo, I read out of the Bible, yo, what the white man about that? I don't want to hear nothing. I read it for myself or whatever. See? And they would have never take it up and read it. And if them do read it, them come to their own conclusion and say, oh, this is bullshit. Just like what happened, man. See? So we out here, man, just to tell you. So when the time comes, you can't say never hear, man. Go on up.
This is 2 Ezra 15 verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the infidelity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in the unfaithfulness. Behold, say the Lord.
All the unfaithful, because the reason why they make meme and them joke and say the Bible is the Bible because of them unbelief. Right? Enough people always think, as you say, they always fun and games till they get real. And I say, Jesus Christ, if we didn't know, no. Most of them play the game there, that's why the prophets are out there. And that's why I'm saying, you have a daily unfaithfulness because he actually put you out there, put the prophets out there if it's a look here. Get this right. You don't have an excuse.
Yeah, for the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached and all that.
Right now, right now they're on the live stream right now. Because out of go all the earth right now, if you're in China, if you're in Africa, you can just go YouTube right now and you see the road that go through all it.
And brother, it's been all the earth. Right now, we have camps raised up in Ireland.
Up there in the earth?
We have camps in Suriname.
Hey, so when we call it Ireland now.
Yeah, you mentioned Ireland. We have Holland, we have Germany,
Trinidad,
we have Trinidad, Philippines, South Africa, Bahamas, South Africa, man.
Australia,
all around the world, man.
Where we are not.
Yeah, right. Hey, wherever there's a language, and give me you can read Baruch 4 and the last, Baruch 4 and 30.
Right.
But finish that we have, because we're in the time of prophecy.
Alright, verse 5. Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death and destruction, for wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their earthful works are fulfilled.
That is what? Do as thou wilt.
Yeah.
Every man have them right way. I mean, every man have them right way. So guess what? No man have to talk to no man.
Yep.
If you try to talk to a man, then guess what? You're a hater and you promote segregation or whatever. So nothing right and nothing wrong. Depends on how you look upon it.
So now man, I feel man life, I feel life, make him do what you want to do. No, we're not out here to tell you say, do what you want to do. We're out here to tell you say, you get right or die, man.
That's right.
Thus said the Lord, this is not our words. Thus said the Lord, because we ourselves will not go out and put anybody to death. Then the time is coming where people gonna put each other to death. Wait, hey, give me 2 Ezra 15, start at 1, I start go on to them, go on to the point where they say, yo, go on to the world. Yeah, go down some more.
That's it.
See? Because this is a prophecy that we actually have come into. We'll show you how chaotic even man Well, show you how that turn down them stores. If you don't know what going, you in the know, you know in the circle of the Most High, of the righteous men, you're gonna be one of them out there rioting, burning down them buildings here, and civil unrest. Police gonna put you to death. Zane? Yeah, continue up. Read that.
Alright, this is 2 Ezra 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
So you hear what the precept say? The precept say, there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. What the word sedition means? It means uprising against the government. Right now, you know why your people gonna rise up against the government? Your MPs and your journalists and whosoever in power when this thing happens? Because you did look forward to them to tell you the truth and them make sure and prepare you. And them tell you lies, them tell us prosperity. And instead of prosperity, you have something contrary happen. See? So right now you have journalists in my boast about the roads that get created. How much jobs them create. See? And I tell you all about prosperity. But listen to this, man, there's no prosperity coming to this society.
Right.
See? The hustling gonna get tighter. Right. You're gonna order for you to make twins meet. Yeah. You know hard yet, man. You know you really not see nothing yet.
And we can say this, right? Because a lot of people as I bring some about journalists, right? And a lot of people believe in oppression. The Bible says trust not in oppression, yo. This society believe now to go work every day and things say are good things that the oppression that basically trust I'm not sure a certain thing. Yeah, with NIDS, this time I register everybody. So that means you have to pay tax. And if you not pay tax, you know what that means to the government, yo, because you never pay tax on day one because you hustle. And when you sell a CD on the roadside, you not pay government tax. You sell a juice on the roadside, you don't care, you not pay government tax. Yeah. You make money, government don't have money where you want to make. So basically you have the illegal business, yo. According to them. You see what I say? So when they go and say, alright, any money you get transferred, they have to see what they get transferred for. And they have to get a piece of it. Yep. How you going to survive? You're going to take the chip?
Because the system going to lock you out. Right. You're not going to have access. Andrew on the side. The bill say, right. If you're not, they're not the bill. You're not going to have access to government services. You know where that
food stamp and government aid and all them things.
Part program. Yep.
Alright. If you don't get signed up.
And the brother mentioned tax. Yep. You're going to have tax increase, man. Yep. Then when tax, you're going to fear increase. Then tax increase. And you have a lot of people who are ball already. Yeah. What's how things hard, man? Then, so imagine when fear raise. Imagine when tax gone up, man.
People believe say, yo, we are talking about a fairy tale stories. Right now, my brother, I travel on taxi one day. I go in with me, and on the radio, it's like they must say, yo, JUTC basically, I go cashless. They've been saying that all along. But they push the move right now for basically, you know, you have a card? Smart card basically. So, when after they on the card, you actually can travel on the bus. So I mean, if you don't have the card, then you can't access the bus. I'm up on the brother, he look at me and laugh. People don't say that they know what take place because they're in one dark state. Yeah. Them basically are dead.
To them is a good thing.
Right.
You know?
No cash.
No cash.
NCB let out them mobile wallet, them Quisk right now. I tell you this, you see how them nobody feel like say them boss money, soon after what tell you say, oh, Quisk. Yeah. The operator them they know with the smart machine them, you can swipe your card them just by attaching it to your smartphone. So you can't tell them once you don't have no fear again on them something. I have a taxi that they point now. You see everybody have got the card. They don't have play. Everybody have to get registered. So when the taxi man ain't got register now, they want to say, look here, you know if you run taxi, you have to collect your fare that way. So everybody have to have a taxi pass or a particular card they're going to charge. And all registered taximan have them pass in them car. Yeah. So them have to collect fare.
Anything else a bandolo.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Yeah, so we not wait for it no more. Right. Then he say do it tarry. Then he said do it tarry. Wait for it. Then for it to surely come. So now we can say we're in at the time. What we the vision of World War III, we can say we're waiting on that. Then the famine, we can say we're waiting on that. The death, the mass murder, the mass killing, we can say we're waiting on that because that is also part of the vision. This is also part of the vision where the prophets them see. See? So it said the vision is set for an appointed time, but yet at the end it shall speak. Now we can say how the RFID microchip, the mark of the beast, is speaking. See? So come on, continue with yeah. You finish that? Yeah man, continue with this.
So back to 2 Ezra chapter 15 now, verse 16.
Because this is what it's all about. This is the blueprint for what will happen. This is a blueprint for what will happen in your society.
For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, there's no police force who are going to stop them.
That's right.
Hey, you see, you have state of emergency, and you must say you stay in your house and don't come out because the area under state of emergency or curfew. It's what they call martial law. That is what is coming up. Look up martial law. When martial law get instituted in Mandeville, in Jamaica, worldwide, then it's going to be a worldwide thing. Because why? Nowhere is safe, man. You know why go up worldwide? Because if the money, the economic gonna collapse.
That's right.
Alright, you're gonna have hyperinflation. That's why you see the dollar sliding going up to 139 now.
You can't listen to it or listen to them because remember back then, just add something to your point, brother.
Yeah.
Remember the OG whatever, remember him? He say yo, the dollar not gonna go over 130. Him say that yo,
yep,
and he passed it. Yeah. So you can listen, just listen to them when you want to believe in it or listen to it.
Hey, Christina Lagarde, which was I think she was the former CEO for IMF. When she come out here, she said the dollar was at 190 in the teens. The chairman, the chairman for IMF. What happened? What she said when she come out here, I'm going to show you that Jamaica is nothing. And Jamaica is nowhere. Saying to dictate or to say nothing, man, when it comes to the international communities. These people, yeah, you don't have an army. Saying, first of all,
the army belongs to the Queen.
Exactly.
That's the first thing.
And the police is not here to protect you. The police is here to protect class, the state, the assets. Saying, policy, they are policy keepers. That's what the word police mean. You mean policy keepers. Saying, enforcing the law, saying, and keep you under them foot, man. But what happened is that when Christina Lagarde come out here, the chairman, Salaki, the chairwoman, the IMF, what she said? She said the dollar, them need to get the dollar to 120. Then, when it was in the teens, man. Right. So what that show you? That somebody is dictating how the dollar move. Right. Then, somebody is dictating the economy. Then, so what happens when your dollar slide? What happens when the dollar go up? Price of goods go up, man. And your people start to feel it more. Then, so but exactly, so the buying power get weak. What happened to Zimbabwe? Read up on the history there. What happened to and it happened to Venezuela now. These are things that take place in history, man, where money failed. Right. Money failed before, money been failing in history. Then, and this one is no different. Them have to collapse the fiat currency in order for them to implement the chip.
Yeah, the digital money.
Then,
if you know history, in ancient time they used to use actual gold, silver, and them thing there. The Roman Empire used to use that as money, and it still failed. Because when them start after a while, them start use less gold, mix it with copper, and then start mixing with silver, and then they start mixing with wood, and then after a while, you can't really think them the whole economic system just get overall. You know what save them? Or what actually bringing, not even save them. War. Bringing the new regime, war.
Right.
So if we create a new system, a war it have a fight and the conquer basically revise some policy and say, right, from now on, and so we are going to do it.
So what does that mean? What is the reason for that's why World War III is inevitable. It's inevitable. Right. Because America right now it's in a them in a dire state, man. Them have got them economy. Why you think them a destabilize the Middle East? And the Caribbean, because we mentioned the Caribbean earlier. Why you have the Caribbean divided? CARICOM, why you think CARICOM divided? Then, World War III is inevitable, man. It's inside. Then, because Russia is here, China is here and US there.
Right.
Then and it's right. And the land, yeah, right. Then so it's all about right now choosing side when we're watching pick off, man.
Yeah, because
then
all of the major powers them right now are fight for economic dominance. Right. Because once you control trade, you control the world. That's why when the petrodollar they come in, America is dip on top for how long now. But guess what? Through them dollar fail, China, the second in line and the third in line decides to look here, enemy get weak, a time for one we go up on top. And America fight to try to keep them status. The next two are team up against them, and guess what? They have to try to bring people to them side to say, look here. Jamaica one
right?
It's in the record.
It shall be this chance
at the Spalding.
Take on one
Mandeville, and you left your family. But guess what? You can't go leave because the city or the town they're on lockdown, state of emergency. Then that siege.
I'm going to say
Tifoli Garden.
Good.
2010.
What the people in the Tifoli Garden say when the smoke clear? Oh, you know, lock up in the house, I'm hungry.
Come on.
You can't go buy nothing. What if you see them right?
And they call it ambush, but they bring crackers and yeah. You see me give people them. Yeah. And can I say this, bro? You see with the state of emergency, because it's going to become island one, as the brother mentioned. But the thing is, Jamaica down the police force for basically sustain a state of emergency island-wide. They say it all the time. They have to do it piece by piece. They don't do one asset, they have to move from asset and go to the next place. So the criminal might run up and down, but when the entire island becoming a chaotic state, we're going to save them, yo. And then women, we're going to save them.
Yep.
Yeah? We're going to need help like hell in them time period.
Yeah, because now women proud. You know what I mean? Now women look at men, they say, oh, niggas ain't shit. You know that for them actually, them go to line, say, them go slogan. Saying that we say niggas ain't shit or, you know, them don't need that man, them independent. You know why them can say that? Because we in a society now we're basically at peace. You can say that. Saying, hey, you relax, you know, you're independent, you can earn money. Saying you don't need a man. But in the days coming, even men gonna cry. Even men gonna yeah, you don't get that. You know what I mean? Even men gonna cry, man. Like the skipper say, oh, men gonna, the mighty men try to cry, they bitterly. Saying, like a woman in Chavia with child, you know why? Because everything what happen take place around them, they might be bugged, they not have a clue what go on.
Hey, so you walk like blind men.
Skipper say you walk like blind men, yo. Read that way, have Yeah, come.
Alright, so 2 Ezra 15 verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with a sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation.
He said, why a man I go run in upon your house? He said, because of lack of bread. You might think you have food over there. And you might go want it if you want thing I'm actually have fun in your cupboard. And
them own self.
Yeah, it taught me already. You need to look up the history there. These are things I mean I used to so people nobody feel like these things are far-fetched, man. Farming happen where people are put up them picnic and say, yo, make we eat your one today and we eat my one tomorrow. We eat your one today and we eat my one tomorrow. Those things happen, man. And when it's time for them eat the next one, they say, oh no, I can't give me belly. You know? Yeah, you see, it's time where shit yourself for high price. Saying, yeah, dove shit yourself for money. High money, man.
Farming to a certain extent right now will take place where Saudi Arabia about Yemen. It's in Yemen, I think South Sudan as well. Right, people
in Venezuela. For eat.
People like nurse have to turn basically worse. I said
prostitution.
When you see them high paying job, but now them have left that, is mean basically be prostitutes just to earn a living. That have come to Jamaica and worse.
Right. So those are the things we have to tell you, man. So you get right or you get left. You get left, man.
So warning.
Because guess what? Let's keep tell us, yo, give me job. What we gonna do? What tell you what we gonna do in at that time? Give me job. I say, yo, right. I tell you what we are gonna do and why we are gonna be able to do that in at that time. And Isaiah 65 and 12. Saying somebody can get that for me, please.
Alright, this is Job 5 and verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth.
Because even that time, beasts, dogs don't hunt in pack. Because dogs are going to hide, because people are going to eat. So when we talk about that beast, some beasts that you never see before.
Newly beast created.
Yes, keep tell about that, beast newly created.
If you realize that even coming to Mandeville, see some whole heap of hillside and bush and some animal there, them places where I never know say they are Jamaica, yo.
Exists.
You wouldn't even know say exist.
Right.
Them places that run up and down every day.
Can't you say that, man? So yo, in famine and destruction, we're going to laugh. Why are we going to laugh? Because we were expecting this, man.
That's right. I'm basically choosing the way for our Shemio.
Yep.
Most Christianity, the rest of Christianity.
Him say what? Him say he's going to protect we. Him say he's going to deliver we from famine. He's going to deliver we from death. Then, so our hope and trust is in Yahweh Shemio Shai.
That's right. Because I was saying, we got to die. You know what I mean? It's those who have ears to ears. Alright.
Can I just add something to your statement? We're here to preach a word, may the Lord gather his elect.
Yeah, if you notice. Yeah, right. Sowing the seed. We're out here to plant. See me, whosoever can hear, whosoever want to hear. If you notice, you know, you have this young man. From him coming, I just saw Jews. I go for
Fishers.
Yeah, him left go by. Everybody come and go. Everybody just come, move. And I'm alone still.
Just say, yo, it's different from a lot of people to come in and look.
Yeah.
Before, you see me, certain things. You know what I mean?
Certain things him can relate to.
If you have to the elect, you have to the elect, bro. You see me? Yep. With that time right now, where the Moses I get them, him sons them, and say, yo, follow me. Just like when you outside their walk.
If you notice, because that is important, man.
Additional when you make relevant. So it's additional. That's
if you bow your ears, you shall receive instruction. So it means if you humble yourself, you shall
like a
learn.
baby, yo.
Yeah.
So where we learn. Yep. God, you know what I mean? Someone come up here and want, oh, you're a great teacher from our long.
Someone at ego.
All right. You see the brother come earlier. If you find with the Bible, you know. I want to read the scripture. I same go that, you know.
It goes to show you, the brother quote the precept earlier. Broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be that go thereby. But narrow and straight is the way that leadeth to life.
Few there be that find it. We know some more than 50 people come and say all of it. Yes, come on, just one small stuff.
Yeah.
The scripture is real, the scripture is real life.
Yep. Broad is the way, man.
Right.
Yep.
And you are called for our chosen.
Yeah, go read the precept. Yep.
It's Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget
them. Because you see the point, the facts that you're here, you see the facts that you even see it. Even the ones that stand up over there, so man, you come and peep at the grill. The fact is, the facts that you see it, make it a problem to you, make it seem like it's so serious.
No cloak for their sin.
Because they have no cloak for your sin, because guess what, people tell us, his teacher shall not remove into a corner anymore. But the eyes shall see thy teachers, man. We are the teachers. And the facts that you see it. Whenever we'll come out here open. So if the facts that you see it, it'll be a big problem to you, man. See? So read that again, Ak.
This is Isaiah chapter 65 verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer.
We come out here and call out to the people. The skipper say whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. The skipper say when everything start happening, in Ezekiel he said, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them.
That's right.
So we out here call out, saying not we.
The most I call.
The most I out here call, because we don't come out, hey, we don't decide say, oh, we are going to Mandeville. We don't decide that after our one. A move, we get to move, we're being led. Right. We're being led to go come on Mandeville to stand up in the half tree Then every Saturday. Then you call out to your people so you don't have no excuse, man. Then so him say when him call, he didn't answer. Him out here calling, man. Him precept read earlier in Proverbs 1. Him say, yo, wisdom cried without she up in the authoritarian voice in the streets. Then in the chief place of concourse, in the center of Mandeville, in the Mandeville town, center of Mandeville town, and look at the amount of people around you, man. And I guess what? Few. Is it? Few. One. Go on.
Your precept, bro.
Go on. Finish the precept.
Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear. Both did evil before mine eyes, and
one cartel song. Because if you sing it, all you do, man, you're not safe. You're wicked. Brother Jesus against you. We're not here to make them think they be a burden. We're out here to teach the scripture so you can be free. Scripture say, yo, the truth shall make you free. The truth shall set you free. So when you know the truth, knowing who you are, knowing who your Savior is, and know how to conduct yourself, because there's a way how you're supposed to walk. You're supposed to conduct yourself in a certain manner, walk as a man, having certain character about you. You're supposed to grow in a knowledge. We're not talking about any knowledge. Yeah. Exactly, we're talking about the knowledge of the scriptures, because scriptures say, your wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. You go further to say, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Who is the Lord? Who you have to fear? When this thing comes down, who you have to fear? If you don't know him name, because in the name Jesus, in the name Jehovah, in the name Selassie, then in the name Allah, in the name God. So who you have called upon? Those are the things that we are here to tell you, man. Then shall be safe. Jesus written in the Bible, but guess what? Jesus, the word Jesus is a Greek term, it's a Greek reference. Then go back to Jesus. Christ is a Greek term, also it means Christos. That's a title. Then it means anointed. Cyrus was anointed. You have different anointed ones. Then in the scriptures, you have different gods. Then so he said there's no name given among men whereby we want to be saved. What is that name that is given? No other name. Then but the name of Yahushua, man, that is the Son of the Heavenly Father. Then so hey, we can finish our precept there and then we close up because time is time for lockdown now.
Time is against us.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemeshai, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
Yep.
Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
Right.
Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
Yep. Why? He said when he called, he did not answer. He must have tell you, he must have tried to get you prepared. He must have tried to make you walk the right way.
From both sides, yo.
From both sides?
Yeah, if you listen, you're good. You don't listen, you get where duck, so you'll pick your struggle. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, yeah, these are not we call it conditional prophecies.
Yeah.
They like how some Seventh-day Adventist Jehovah, whatever them Jehovah Witness, these prophecies are conditional. No. When the thing them start happen, we don't care if we beg nobody. People follow it. We don't care if we beg nobody if you say, yo, hey, come. Come. We don't care if people collect the money from you. Skipper say you're freely receive, freely give. Then, so we don't care if we give you the warning. Then, and we'll go about business. If you want to hear, good. Good. If you hear, you're good, man. And follow. Because Skipper say you're a wise man here and increase it wisdom, man. Then, I had.
You say you'll be not a hearer only, but a doer.
But a doer. Then, and about follow our whole heap of philosophy. Stick to the scriptures, man. Stick to the scriptures. That'll get you where you forget. That'll get you across the line with Yahweh Shemir share sup with you. Yo. Once Yahweh Shemir sup with you, man, and you stick to the scriptures, it'll get you across the finish line, man. It'll get you through that straight path. Yeah, right.
And if you don't want to listen, guess what? That's between you and the Lord. Same way. I still don't have nothing to do with it.
Right.
Take it up with him.
Right, Skipper say if you don't give the people them warning, then them blood are going to be upon your hands. Yeah. See, because imagine you stand up on a watchtower and you see war come and you see people are come for attack you, see, and you sit down there asleep. You know, you see it and turn a blind eye. Or even up there asleep.
No, brother. You just dead there and look on the belly right there, so you're ring. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
And we still restore, sir.
Yeah. You know, what go up?
I know, when I catch it, you know somebody didn't see them come.
You know, so me see me come up, me never really know really I go and you're going to die too, because guess what, the people in blood are going to be upon your hand, upon your shoulder, because guess what, you get the chance to want the people, you might not want them. What them people are want, what them organization are want the people in blood? Prosperity. That nigga, prosperity. That man, Mr. Love, who come here a while ago, I tell the people, I tell we, one try to teach we, see, about scriptures. What 7-day Adventist want nobody about?
Sunday.
We want about Sunday law. See? Oh, Sunday law going to go underneath your skin. Oh, somebody go for. Oh, you're not going to be able to buy and sell without Sunday law. Oh, man, I don't know what you worship. I can't go there and say, oh, I worship on Saturday. I can't go there and say, I worship on Sunday. Whatever it is. You can't pretend to do that. See? But if you don't have the chip, oh, you're going to be able to buy and say your whole bank account going to be on the chip, man. Yeah, if you're wise and if you're smart, you don't know what's going on, you know, so that could have never be Sunday law. Because everything is going digital. Everything I go digital. Sunday law, what, you know?
Yeah, today I ask you, what does the chip have to do with worshiping? What's Sunday law for you by yourself?
Yeah. Hey, you know, but with that, you know, time for wrap up. We want to give our praises to Yahweh. You know, double honors to all apostles of GMSKINGSTONJAMAICA. Salutations to the Akim out there. Right across the world, man, pushing this word of sincerity and in our truth. Shalom, Akim.
Shalom.